warm welcome to all the viewers of Markets at Money Control. This is a segment to watch out for all the latest updates that can move the markets. I am Mariam Faruqi and I'll be taking you through all the key market trends. But before that, we have in news North Korea, of course. Yesterday, UN Security Council met and has discussed to step up the UN sanctions on North Korea. Back home, government will announce macro data, so watch out for IIP and CPI numbers. On JP Infratech issue, Supreme Court has directed the company to deposit rupees 2,000 crore. Other news in focus is IPOs. Matrimony.com on day one subscribed 67%, and other IPO in focus is SBI Life that has received a go-ahead from SEBI. On political front, Prime Minister Narendra Modi will hold a cabinet meeting. This is the first meeting after the cabinet reshuffle when 9 new ministers were inducted and Nirmala Sitharaman got the defense portfolio. That's the news in focus. Now let's get chatting with Utresh from Money Control's market team. Hi Utresh, good morning.
Good morning, Mariam. Quite a volatile weather here in Mumbai. Thunderstorms yesterday, bright and sunny morning here in Mumbai, you know.
Right, and it looks like the fluctuations are spilling over in markets as well.
Certainly.
So yeah, it has been a bumpy ride because from lows to highs, and yesterday Nifty could close at above the 10,000 mark. So how are the markets looking like today?
See, yesterday was of course a very strong start to the week. You know, Nifty holding 10,000. That's a very key sign that investors should take. So, there were some strong movements across sectoral indices yesterday, and that is what led to that particular rally. Additionally, what has happened was Nifty Bank and Nifty, of course, there were some fresh long positions being created, and there was a swift rally after 99.80, and that is what led to that 10,000 mark. And we actually managed to hold that particular figure. That's one key development. Additionally, today we've got macro data that's going to be released, IIP and CPI inflation. So rate sensitives could be in focus, which of course could also spill over to banks as well. So those are the key things that one would watch out for as far as the markets here in Mumbai and India, of course, are concerned. Now, if you have to shift to global cues, SGX Nifty futures, they actually indicate quite a positive start, 30 points up as we speak. Also on the global markets, two things are playing out. Hurricane Irma, which made landfall in the US over the weekend, and some devastating pictures that's coming out from that particular nation there. So that has actually kept the markets there in check. But since that event has now played out, there was a sentimental uptick we saw yesterday. The Dow Jones actually ended about 250 points higher. Of course, for Asia, North Korea was another key development. So Hurricane Irma, of course, cooling off, that's one key development for Asia. And North Korea, there was no action from there over the weekend as well. And so that is exactly why Asian markets are also in the green right now as we speak. So what has happened is this particular cooling off of tensions, both naturally and man-made calamities wise, that's led to some amount of cooling off of safe haven assets. So gold prices that were actually at a one-year high till about yesterday, they have actually cooled off. Oil refineries have actually started, functioning in the US now. So because of that, there's going to be a drop in, or rather there is a drop in prices in oil there. Rupee on the other hand, there's of course a stronger dollar now because of the strong movement in the US markets there. The rupee as a result has actually weakened to 63.93.
Well, Utresh, since August 7, I guess, this is the first time when Nifty is able to reclaim the 10,000 mark. So how are the markets looking on technical charts?
Just to add to that figure, Nifty mid-cap actually yesterday it hit a closing record high. So that's also another key milestone. Technically speaking, there are certain numbers that we need to break down. See, 99.80, that is one level that we were speaking about yesterday as well. And the Nifty rallied beyond that, and that's why you could see the positive close that we saw. But there could be some amount of resistance at 10,100, 10,150 levels, So, see, a breakout above 99.80, as we mentioned, it could lead you to 10,050, 10,080. But a fall below that, we are seeing levels of around, say, 99.20, 98.80. So technically, it's very important this particular figure is, you hold on to this particular figure there.
So yesterday, auto stocks were in focus because of CES. So what are the stocks to watch out for today?
Auto stocks could be in focus today. So Tata Motors, of course, not essentially because of the CES hike that we're speaking about. Tata Motors could be in focus because the CV business actually, the company has said that it's on the path to revival. So that's one particular stock that could be in focus. Future retail, so we could see some retail consolidation happening. That particular company is studying its merger options with Hypercity. Then we've got ITC, that's looking at some amount of foray into different businesses. So that's another stock for investors to watch out for. Last, of course, is Jet Airways, an aviation stock. Its promoter Naresh Goyal has actually said that Etihad Airways, its partner, is not looking to sell any stakes. So Jet Airways could also be in focus today.
Thank you, Utresh. That's all for now. But for more cues, views and analysis, log on to moneycontrol.com.